Well, good afternoon and welcome to 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗧 Park for this FA Cup second qualifying round tie between Bath City and Merthyr Town. If City wanted a tight contest, then they'll certainly be in for one this afternoon. Merthyr might be in the league below, but just 14 places separate these two sides. And with Merthyr the leading goal scorers in the Southern Prem, then the Martyrs will have travelled in confident mood. That confidence will have been further boosted in midweek by a 5-1 victory at Swindon Supermarine, and that without their leading goal scorer even being on the pitch. So whilst the visitors seem to be able to score for fun, City and National South find only two clubs, Weymouth and St Albans, who scored fewer goals. Yet at home, Jerry Gill's side has been able to conjure up victories with 3 wins and only 1 defeat at 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗏 Park. That, of course, coming against Torquay. Man for man, they do have more experience at a higher level than their Welsh opponents. The history of these two clubs goes back a long way. It's the 115th meeting between them and their 14th FA Cup tie. With City having won 45 and lost 44 of those fixtures, their respective histories could hardly be closer. My name's Andrew Kerslake, and alongside me today I have a match commentary team of Toby Wellington and Alex Lane-Kieltyka.
Thank you very much for that, Andrew. Yeah, just talking about the fans, lots of Martyrs to our right-hand side. As you mentioned, the flags as well, lots of different coloured flags. There's a green one, there's a red and yellow one. They've got lots of different colours going on, but the only one that is waving is black and white, so that's rather amusing. As we're about to get underway here, FA Cup second qualifying round here at 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗏 Park, Bath City versus Merthyr Town. This is the first time these two have competed against each other in the Cup ever since Merthyr became Merthyr Town. And we are underway here at 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗏 Park. And 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗏𝗚𝗚𝗏 gets us underway quickly. Casagrande hits it down long up towards Billy Phillips. It's a good first touch with the right knee near the edge of the box. He's taken down and he's not happy about something, just holding on to his ankle. Freer, edge of the centre circle. Oh, lovely flinging ball to the right-hand side, right near the corner flag now with Clark. Goes back for Tilson, takes a first touch to bring it inside, has to go back out though as he loses control of the ball. Now Clark can send across him with a weaker left foot. It's a floating one in towards the back post. It comes to Freer, crosses it back in. It's too high for anyone though. Will jump over the defender. Sees under the pressure. He gets it out wide for Tilson. A ball over the top for 𝗏𝗏 Smith to run onto. It's headed away. The time by Handley. It comes out now to Clark on the right-hand side. Has Tilson on the overlapping run. Doesn't use him though. Comes inside. Tries to take a 1 or 2 shots. He's back inside the box. Still has the ball. Ewan Clark had 3 red shirts around him there. And eventually Smerdon comes out with it. It's taken quickly with Clark again.
Perhaps benefiting from not having 2 games a week.
Tilson finds Humphrey Ewers, who's also feeling it today, trying to dribble around, wins back the ball as well. On the right-hand side of the box now, can send a cross in, look like a cross-come shot, which does deflect off the defender, goes out for another corner, and City are looking hungry for that first goal here. 7 minutes gone, still 0-0. Here comes the ball in from Clark to find Parcell. It does come off Parcell last, but it's cleared away. Looking to find an outlet. It was John. On the left-hand side of Evans again. Has John back, about 25 yards out or so. Lays it off for Evans. Has Jack Evans in the number 14, and then he tries to put it out wide for Simpson, who thought he had another winger near him. Does eventually collect. Now it's Twamley. Could just take it a shot with a left foot, and Casagrande has to watch it all the way. Had it a bounce just ahead of him. That may have been a bit awkward for the keeper. Ball forward, trying to find 𝗏𝗏 Smith. Doesn't win the header though. Comes out to Clark. Half side, Merthyr half. Right-hand side. Just looking for a way down the right flank. And he puts up the defender. Puts a cross in. Not able to find ahead of anyone there. It's too high. And go for a goal kick. And there's Smerdon with his ankle was broken there by Ewan Clark. Goes down to the turf. And Clark had all the space in the world before the byline. Just passing it along the back line. And Merthyr. Very fluid formation. Harris. To Handley, uses the left foot, puts the ball over the top of Simpson, who is onside according to the linesman, and they'll go all the way into the box now. Plenty of time, plenty of space, sends a low cross in, it's the wrong option in the end. Simpson had so much space. And now Batten switched it from left to right. Tilson over the halfway line, has Clark making a run down the right channel, doesn't use him though. Phillips is a fantastic first touch, is able to slide in and get the ball off to Freer. Now to Latrell Humphrey Ewers, can send a cross in the left foot, comes to 𝗏𝗏 Smith, and it's 1-0 to City. A fine work goal there from the Romans, and 𝗏𝗏 Smith has banged a few in here at 𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗛𝗏 Park already, and he'll get another one on the season. 1-0 here in the FA Cup, second qualifying round. Almost 11 minutes gone. Bath City 1, Merthyr Town 0.
Wow, doesn't 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗧𝗦 pop up just when you need him? Almost a side foot into the net there, going into the keeper's right-hand side. Lovely ball across from 𝗛𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗧𝗏, and 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗏, a very casual flick, but he knew exactly where the goal was. And City, well, we said they got 7 players out, but when you got that sort of skill, does it matter?
Absolutely fair as well. That first touch from Phillips to bring it under control, fantastic. And we are back underway now. A lot of work for Merthyr to do away from home.
I don't think there's much that Aussie keeper 𝗏𝗏𝗏 could have done about that, is there?
Oh, it's a good touch as well from Handley to take it away from 𝗛𝗚𝗏𝗏𝗏. May just send a cross in towards Simpson. Batten's there first though, and then Parcel's able to poke it away for a corner. End-to-end stuff here. 1-0 to the Romans though in the FA Cup. 𝗛𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗧 holds on to the ball in that challenge 50-50 with Simpson. Now the ball forward for Clark. It's a heavy first touch, able to find 𝗛𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 again, but the ball is just gliding lovely on the pitch right now as Ewan Clark will also glide with it. Come to the left-hand side now. Freer could send a cross in, may go to the byline, does go to the byline. Here comes the cross, it's a low one for Phillips, may try and look for his first City goal, trying to get onto his left foot now. Goes back out to Freer, has plenty of space, could send another cross in. Does so, comes with a header of 𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. And then Tilson, it's a heavy touch inside the box, it's cleared away. Now to 𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, who may just take a shot. It will be a 𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 shot! And it's just spilled by the keeper, who's able to recover. And 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 had to come over there. It was a dipping shot from 𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Tilson. No closing down yet from any of the martyrs. And now Phillips, once again, that first touch, it's sort of becoming his thing now. And it's a brilliant through ball for Freer to make it 2. And that is just gorgeous. That is a wonderful goal from Bath City. From Tilson to Phillips to Freer, who just slots it under the keeper. And 18.5 minutes gone here at Toby Park, FA Cup second qualifying round. The Romans are running riot. 2-0.
Well, if Jerry Gill had anxiety before this fixture about whether City could get a result, they were combining so well there, and great to see Elliot Freer running onto that ball and getting that goal. Did really, really well. Doesn't get many goals, Elliot Freer, but he took that one really well. No,
he's usually on the assist charts as Elliot Freer. What a ball as well by Phillips.
Jarvis back to Evans again. Now John in the centre circle is going to look up to that left-hand side. He's got 𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 moving. Wanted Simpson, ends up giving it to 𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, who very confidently takes on a half volley from inside the centre circle that goes nowhere near the goal. As Casagrande puts it forward, Handley wins the header. There's 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 into Jarvis. There's a 3v3 momentarily. Here's 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 on the right-hand side again. A 3-time Wales under-19 international. Ball is whipped in by Handley, and Jarvis has the first meaningful chance for Merthyr. It goes over the bar by some distance, but they had 3v2 in the box there.
Yep, good cross in, found the man. He was falling back a bit as he went for the shot, and high and wide over Casagrande's crossbar.
Won by Merthyr from Casagrande's goal kick. It comes to Tilson, who helps one over the top. Harris is going to get there. He's got 𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 for company. Harris keeps it, gives it straight to Freer. Freer drives into the box on his left foot, tries to cross, it's deflected, and it's gone for a corner off the side netting. Ewan Clark whips one in right footage, right under the crossbar, and it's somehow evaded Parcell at the back post, and it's going to go for a goal kick, and it almost went in itself. It was a great corner from Ewan Clark.
I think Smerdon's got wise to that crossfield ball, because City have been playing that out to Clark several times.
There's a couple of times he's intercepted it. As the half-time whistle goes, City leading by 2 goals to 0. 𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 on the 11th and Freer on the 18th minute. It's a fantastic first-half performance from City so far.
And it's going on the right-hand side. Should mention as well, the last 2 times City have played in the FA Cup, where it's been 2-0 at half-time, the team winning has not gone on to win. So it's going to be, hopefully it goes the other way for City today. Obviously, like all last season, the ball played to the left-hand side. It's now with Evans. Sends a cross in, it's a good-looking cross, and mentioned 𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is able to clear. Parcell kept it away from Simpson. Here comes in from Clark, it's a deep one towards a header, batted over the heads of everyone, and it goes over and onto the roof of the netting, and the keeper did make a dive to his left, but unfortunately for Jack Batten, he wasn't able to find the back of the net. Great header from the defender. And then 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚 has to just send the ball forward, which Phillips will run onto and cause a nuisance of himself once again. He does somehow win the ball back there. Not quite sure how he did that. And now he's laid it forward for Ewan Clark, who can just run acres of space inside the box. Now may just take a shot. Does take a shot. Good save from the keeper. Got down low to his right-hand side, Cogman, and is able to palm it away for a corner. Brilliant once again from Phillips. Almost a great goal for Ewan Clark.
And I thought straight away the referee played that well, because Phillips was fouled after the ball had gone.
Merthyr trying to work their way slowly back into the game. It's only had more possession in the last 5 minutes or so. Left-hand side. Thomas finds Smerdon, sends a cross in. It's a good-looking cross. Doesn't quite find anyone initially. Almost comes to Twomley. And then Freer takes a touch around the defender. Comes out to Harris. Goes forward to the edge of the box. Now this should be a goal for Jarvis. Through and goal of the keeper. What a save that was from 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚. That is exceptional. And it's cleared off the line by Parcell. Still in play though. And Humphrey Hughes is able to clear. That was fantastic.
Well, it was a very good save. He stuck out his foot, was going in the wrong direction first of all, just put out his foot and cleared it, and then the ball just cleared off the line at the last moment. First time really that Merthyr have had an open and clear shot on goal.
Simpson in the box. It's all Merthyr now. The momentum has completely shifted their way. As Twomley as an option, doesn't use him, but goes back to Simpson, sends another cross ball in, and this time 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚 for Merthyr to take, almost in line with the edge of the City penalty area. Good one-two touch passing as well, finds Twomley, but Batten's able to put a foot in. Now Phillips, the ball just held up for him perfectly. He can go on a run now. Phillips has a few shots around him, has to take on 3 defenders, is well defended, but instead the referee will actually bring out a booking, and it will be a free kick, and that's Jack Evans, who's been given a yellow card here. And ball sent forward by Cogman, and Jarvis has the pace on Batten there. But Batten does what he does best. He recovers and he defends well, but it does go out for a corner. And once again, Merthyr getting the ball forward, and the Merthyr fans, all the martyrs behind that back end goal, are noisy and loud, and they're really backing their team. Encouraging them on now. So now Thomas just rolling on the byline. He comes inside the box. Could be a good opportunity for another goal, be another corner in fact. Thomas is short for this corner, but it's a low one. It's a well-worked ball into the box, and it just trickles all the way into the hands of 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚.
There's a change for City. City are going to bring on Louis Sweeton, and it's going to be Luke Ross who comes off. Luke Ross, of course, playing his first game of the season. So Jerry Gill making the decision to give him a bit of a rest here, as Ryan Phillips has it and plays it into the middle of the park, given straight away, and Billy Phillips gets it, gives it to 𝗏𝗏 Smith. Good first touch, gets away from one. Ryan Phillips shoots and goes over the bar. It's not a great effort from 𝗏𝗏 Smith, but very lively, him and Phillips again.
That's Jordan Alves coming on for Billy Phillips.
As Thomas turns away from Sweeton, nutmegs Humphrey Ewers to get to the edge of the box. There's an opportunity here for Merthyr if they play it right. Twomley out on the right-hand side, he's got 5 in the box, whips one in, Simpson goes for it, should have gone with his head, went for his foot, and 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚 takes it comfortably. Well, as you say, that Twomley comes forward down that right-hand side. Trickiest customer we've seen today for City. He's nutmeg Greenslade, but it's going to go straight into the hands of 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚. All the Merthyr fans, and I think it was Thomas actually, with a big appeal for a pullback, but nothing in it for me there. But Merthyr are able to get the ball back really quickly with John. Now Thomas again on the left-hand side. He's been a real live wire since coming on. Thomas into Handley, and Handley tried to hit one. It's cleared away. It comes out to Williams. Now Twomley on the right-hand side. Twomley cuts in, left-footed, has a go. 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚, 2 hands behind it. Here's Thomas. Did he take a nick there from Clark? Referee says no, and Clark gets away from John. Clark now gets away from Evans, and Ewan Clark is breaking down the right-hand side. It's a 3v4 for City. 4 defenders back for Merthyr. They're getting another back now. Jarvis is just about filling back in. There's a little nutmeg by on Evans by Clark. Gets to the byline, Ewan Clark, and it's a weak cross as he falls. Collected by Cogman, who gets an attack going here with John for Merthyr. Good attack by Ewan Clark down the right. They've kept it a close game in this second half as Sweeton picks the ball up for City. That's a short back pass to Greenslade, gets away with it. This time Parcell sweeping up into Humphrey Ewers, who's got acres in the middle of the park, and finds Alves on the right, stayed onside, and he's got a 1v1 against Ryan Phillips. Cuts inside onto his left foot, has a go, and Cogman able to bring it into his stomach. Cogman, 𝗏𝗏 Smith pressed on his own, turned, and then realised no one had come with him, so throws his arms up in the air as Merthyr look to come forward. They need something here. 3 minutes plus added time as Thomas goes out to Twomley on the right. Twomley He plays it inside to Preston Watkin. Good first touch, and it's gone through Casagrande, and it's gone in. And the youngster has scored to make this a very interesting last 2 minutes. And then whatever we get added, it's a fantastic moment for the young man, but it's not a fantastic moment for Casagrande, who's let that go through him. It's City 2, Merthyr Town 1.
Yeah, he went down for the ball, and I confidently expected to see him stand up with it in his hands. I mean, couldn't quite tell from this angle, but I wasn't quite sure what happened there. But it looks like it went through his hands.
And Handley's going to hammer this one long for Merthyr. Preston Watkins has taken it down on the chest. Suspicion of handball, but the youngster comes forward. Here it's now into the box. Merthyr have got 4 players forward. Twomley has a go. It is set by Simpson, who's gone and retrieved it after the deflection. Merthyr looking lively all of a sudden. That's a deflection off of Sweeton onto the defender Jay Williams, and that's going to go out, and it's going to be a goal kick. Williams again. It's a switch of play, this time out to Handley, who signed from Cirencester in 22-23. He's played a ball forward. Casagrande comes out and punches. Freer helps it away, but it's going to come straight back in a moment because Harris has got it, but 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗚's done great work to win it back. And then Sweeton gets a good touch on it after receiving the pass, but loses it eventually. No foul, says the referee. Forward comes Thomas for Merthyr. Thomas into the box, onto his left foot. Batten does well to get a hold of it, get it out to Humphrey Ewers. It's a very back and forth now as Freer helps one down the line. Cogman's already about 20 yards outside his box, ready to come and get it. But he over-excitedly plays a long ball forward to 3 offside men, and Casagrande is able to get it in his hands. Well, you can imagine they had it in possession plenty of time, but they go all the way back to Cogman, which they've just done again. Michael again, Paul Michael on the bench going ballistic. Keeper almost gives it to Ewan Clark, somehow retains possession, but ends up having to put it out for a throw-in, and City will have the opportunity to slow this down. 1 minute to go. Clark's going to put the pressure on Cogman. It's deflected off of Ewan Clark, but it's going to spin away from the goal rather than towards it, and Harris will get it into Evans in midfield. 10 seconds to go, plus anything the referee decides to add on. Thomas in the centre circle now. It's Harris, the captain. This is last chance saloon, but the referee blows his whistle before the ball can go forward. It's finished. Bodies fall to the ground, hands onto knees for many. It's finished here. City 2, Merthyr Town 1. That was a thrilling end to what wasn't a thrilling second half necessarily.
Yeah, it was a good game, and well, 1 or 2 City players there looking pretty exhausted at the end of it. And I would think none more than Ewan Clark, who in those closing stages battled away as if his life absolutely depended on it. And just getting a little bit of stretching out there, I noticed, of his legs. Obviously got cramp, but he's, for me, one of the star players for City this afternoon, but it's been a cracking team performance, Toby.
Yeah, fantastic team performance, and I think it's that willingness to run for each other that's really impressive today. It's a weakened team. There's academy players on the bench. There are players sat in the stands, but they've run for each other. They've made sure that they've got a win. They've made sure they've got somewhat a good performance. Second half, not quite as good as the first half, but when you don't play well and you win, that's what you're happy with. Yeah,
I think Jerry Gill would just be disappointed that goal going in, which created a panic where there was no need for that at the end. Well, thank you very much for being with us today. We've enjoyed this match, and City go on into the 3rd qualifying round of the FA Cup, and we'll go home for a nice cup of tea.